In this video, I'm going to just quickly show you how you can install a plugin that works together with with Google Analytics, so we can make sure that we track everything on the page correctly. And if instead of just implementing the little TypeScript, the little JavaScript at the bottom of the page, and that might not track everything correctly. So there's this guy or this dude who created a plugin for Vue that's called Vue Analytics, and you can just search for this. And if you go to this page, that's great, but what we're actually going to end up doing is going to his GitHub repository. But in here we can just make sure that what versions they are, if there's issues, license, pull request, and of course downloads and so on, and how to install it. Now I'm just going to scroll a little bit down so I can actually go to the GitHub part of this, because this is basically what I want to watch. So this is the guy, Matteo Gabriel, I guess. I think he's from medium.com. He's a dude there. But what we want to do is we want to use his installation, his plug into our Vue. And what we need to do is we need to grab this one here and then install this into our project. So copy this. If you're on this page, of course, just do a search for Vue Analytics and the GitHub part. You should definitely get here. And then in here, we're just gonna stop our current server because we want to install a new plugin. And we're just gonna make sure again, if you're not inside the correct library, we need to see the package.json files and so on. So I'm clearing, and then I'm doing a paste and installing this Vue Analytics here. While this is installing, just gonna go through some of the things down here. Now, what we need to do is we need to implement the code for this into our Vue, of course, so it knows how to do it. And the great thing about this, once it's in here, we only need to change this part here. So the UA link from Google up here, so we need to set that up, of course, as well. Now, hopefully you've done this before, and if not, there's many videos on YouTube. But right now, I'm just in I'm going to go back to the front part of this. So my analytics is this one. I just want to create on my page here, where I want to create a new Google Analytics. I'm just going to click home real quick. So this is the front page right now, and then we want to go to the admin page. You can skip this if you've done this more than once, and it looks like this right now. We just want to do, I think it's property settings. Nope, that's property. That's for Google Baron. We want to create. Why can't I create? Oh, sorry, I need to switch to the correct one, which is my own page. And then I can create a property over here. And that means I can do a new one. I'm just going to call this VueJS GA test. And what's the link? It's going to be my link. Let's do http //www.link of my page. It's not pretty, you can see anything because it's used as a backend. But I'm just going to use this as a test for you to see. So GA test, right? So this will be the link. Let's do VueJS. There we go. So this is just the link. The only thing I want to do is grab the information Denmark, like so. I want the tracking ID. That's basically what I want here for my Vue. URL is not invalid. Whatever. Let's just remove this. Oops, sorry. Let's do this. Oh my God, my mouse. Yep. Did that work? Let's hope. Oh, good Lord. It's because it's already stated to be HTTP over here. Whoops. Tracking ID, let's go. How it works. So now I'm getting this. This would usually what we would copy into our index file, right? We could still do this if we're really lazy and then have it there, but everything might not be tracked correctly. So that's why we're installing the plugin. So let's go into back into this GitHub repository here and let's see what they're doing. So he says start using your Vue application, and then we need to import it so the system knows we're using it, and then we're doing the vue.use, so we're actually using, not just importing it. Now what we want to do is we just want to copy this 4 lines because Vue is already, we can copy that, but it's already there. Copy this 4 lines, go to your main.js file here, go to the top of your page. I'm going to the top of my page and I'm pasting this in because I have my import here. So now I'm importing Vue Analytics into my Vue through the main.js. I'm setting it to use this as well. And then the last thing I need to do and you don't have to do anything if you already have a tracking ID, is copy my tracking ID here and then pasting this into these brackets here and click save. And now, hopefully without any breaks, it still works. Oh, of course, I need to do a npm run install because I just installed a new plugin. So it has to build a little while, and let's see if there's any errors for this. But this will now track to this specific ID here, to the specific page we set up in Analytics. I can't remember, with /VueJS test whatever. But if it works, it's still here. And as you can see, I have this little Google Tag Assistant installed in my Chrome, and I'm just going to enable it and do a little wait, maybe refresh, and do a refresh, and hopefully at some point it's going to show up that I have installed this. There we go. So now we can actually see I have installed my Google. I'm just going to disable this again. Installed my Google Analytics through a plugin, and that's how easy it is to actually install a plugin for this part. All right, see you in the next video.